Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new video. So those that are new to the channel, my name's Lloydie and we're currently working on a Mk6 Fiesta ST150. The car was purchased about 4 months ago, I think it was, and ever since then we've just been doing bits and pieces to tidy the car up, not really heavily modify it, but just to sort of neaten and tidy all of the interior and exterior parts of the car. So for anyone that's not subscribed to the channel, if you can do me a favour and hit down below and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell notification so you know of up and coming videos, that'd be great. And that just enables you to be notified of all future videos whenever they come up, hopefully weekly. So I'm not going to waffle on too much like I normally do. Today what I'll be doing to the Fiesta is I've got the new seats and I've got the new carpet. So what I'll do is I'll show you the new carpet that we bought out there. It's not 100% perfect, but it's a lot better than what I've got in the car at the moment. And I'm basically going to give it a quick little clean up so it's nice when it goes in, and then take all the seats out and work out how this carpet is going to go back. I think it's going to be a bit of a pig. Right, so anyone that's new to the channel, that's the Fiesta. Just had a machine polish and done all the headlights, so it's looking pretty decent. And these are the new seats that got to go in the car. I have got leather seats in there, but if you watch the previous video you'll understand why. I've got these leather seats and there, and this is the carpet. So basically, I mean, it's in the shadow, but you can see it's in quite good, decent condition. Just needs a bit of a hoover and probably a bit of cleaning here and there, so it's not too bad. A few little marks there, but I reckon that'll come out quite easily. Something looks a bit weird there, but that's going to all be hidden at the back anyway. And the only bad thing about it, what it does have, is got a couple of looks like fag burns here. So again, not over the moon, but I think I've got a way of fixing that, and that's to sort of glue in and use some of the old fibre of the old carpet and potentially sort of fill these all in. But if that succeeds, I'll show you. But to be honest, the seat's going to cover most of this here, and then the mats will cover most of this here anyway, so it's not the end of the world. But yeah, it's much better condition, so I'm not going to bore you too much. Crack on and get hoovering. Just very quickly, after one sort of pass, that's the colour of the water. Beautiful. Look at that. Right, so this is going to be the boring bit. I'm not really going to film this bit, but all you need to know is that you've got Torx bolts to take the seats out. You alright, mate? Oh yeah, I forgot this bit. It's broken, it doesn't work, so I have to move it forward. Stupid dog. And then there's tool bolts holding these. I'll try and film it where possible. Obviously I want to get this interior in and get this carpet out. So obviously I don't want to spend too much time placing cameras everywhere, but you need to undo these. I'll sort of show you as I do them, and I'll put up in the video if I can what size bolts they are. But it's quite an easy job to get rid of this. It's going to be the carpet, I think. That's just going to be a bit of a ball ache. I'll probably have to take all these trims off, untuck it, etc. But we'll see how we get on. Right, so if you're ever as stupid as I am and want to replace the carpet because you don't like a little bit of dirt down there and it's got a bit too much dog hair sort of in the carpets. I mean, it doesn't look too bad, but it does smell a bit funky. This is the reason I'm taking it out as well, is look, all along here it's just all like grime, dog hairs, and I'm just trying to sort of get rid of all this carpet, see what's underneath, check for rust as well really, because that's obviously a good idea with the age of the car. But I want to obviously replace this carpet, so what you will need to do is remove all the seats, as I've done. If you've not done it before, there's plenty of videos how to do it. Remove all the plastics in here. I'm gonna have to do some cutting under here, I believe, and you just sort of take the seat belt, don't know what you call them, let's call them a seatbelt harness basically, just like a little runner down here. You have to take that off, and it should all hopefully just easily sort of pull away and come out. I don't think it's going to be too hard. I'll probably have to pop all these trims as well maybe, but we'll see as we get on with it. But yeah, I mean, taking the seats out is relatively easy. I've just done them up from the actual back of the seats on the 4 bolts. There's 2 there, 2 there, and then 2 on the big seat. 2 there, so I've just undone it that way I've got to faff around too much. I'll clean all around here because they're a bit gunky, but yeah, it's not too hard to do. Obviously once I've done it you'll actually see. Like I say, I think there's a bit of cutting involved to cut around certain bits under here, but we'll see as we get to it. But now I'm this far, might as well just get on with the rest. Right, so this is the carpet now out of the car, as you can see. Looking a bit sorry for itself, but these are the areas I'm going to clear up. So there's a lot of dirt and stuff behind there. There's a few coins. I've made like a few quid today, which is nice. All of this here needs to be steam cleaned and got rid of, because I think that's sort of not helping the smell in this car. It's not terrible, but that's going to make a big difference getting rid of all of that. And then I've had to cut a few bits to put the carpet in, so take the carpet out, sorry. So I had to cut this bit here, which sits around this arm. I'm not taking all that off. Bit of cutting around here, and then you just unplug these and it sort of pops out. I'll kind of show you as I'm putting it back in where to cut. I need to work out how to get rid of this bit underneath the heater matrix as well. That shouldn't be too hard, a bit more cutting. So yeah, what I'm going to do now is sort of hoover up all the little bits of dirt that are underneath here. I'm not worried too much. Yeah, just sort of get everything back in, and then let's get this carpet and new seats in. Right, so I didn't film the boring bit, which is hoovering underneath and steam cleaning, etc. But it is all clean under that area there. But I was going to show you where you have to cut. So basically, you have to cut sort of from this little, what do you call it, rectangle patch here. From here, you just basically cut all the way down to the back, and then you have to front even, and then you also have to cut around the clutch pedal as well. So if you just do a slit up to the top, you're never going to notice that. Then as you can see here, you can sort of tuck all of this bit here underneath there, and all of this is covered by trim anyway, so you don't really see it. Bit of a pig, so I can't film too much how to do it, but it's fairly simple, so I'll show you once it's in. Right, so you can see now the carpet is starting to get back in quite nicely. It's looking a lot better than what we had before. And I mean, look, where I cut it, you just sort of, it all just folds and tucks neatly under here, but I've just sort of cut from where this box sits. Basically I've left this because they kind of come over and underneath it, over the top, sorry, and then you basically just cut all the way through the middle of the carpet, and then you just, like I say, tuck it all in. All of this here that's sort of folding about, that will all be covered, and then I have cut that there, so you sort of just do a cut straight up there, and that does that, and then everything fits back in neatly. The only thing obviously you've got to make sure you do is get these plugs, because I've left that, look, I forgot about that one, so I'll grab that one out and pull that one through. That should be easy enough. And then it's just a case of tucking it all under these plastic trims here, which is not too hard to be honest. Make sure your seatbelt bolt is hanging out and not underneath like it is on this side. I'll try and show you this side, but it's just really hard to film in here unfortunately, and where I left it outside to dry in the sun, it's got filthy again, so I'll have to hoover it before I put all the seats back in. But they need a clean up anyway, and then put the seats back in. I'll get this all back in and I'll show you what it looks like. That, as I say, is that. So it's a bit difficult once you've got one side in to get this side in. You have to sort of just be a bit sort of finessed with it, but it's looking all right. I can't say it smells any differently in here, so was it worth doing? Probably. Actually, yeah, it was worth doing because it was really worn out carpet here. I know there's fag burns there, but I'm going to see how much of that gets covered with the seats once they're in, and the mats once they're in, because I finally got the mats, which is good. I didn't sort of really bother cleaning here because I can't be bothered. It started raining, so it's not ideal, but if I come out of the car, you can see now that this carpet is loads better. No dog hair everywhere. On my old carpet, all of this area is worn out here. It was all worn out here, so this is looking so much better. And to be honest, once you work it out where you got to cut sort of down here in this bit, it's not too hard to put in. Again, it's not really a how-to, just showing you how I've done it, but it's quite an easy job if you ever want to do it, which I guarantee about 3 people will probably ever want to do in their lifetime. I wouldn't recommend it. Right, so I've got all the carpet in, so what I want to do now is clean the seats, but as you can see, rain is on its way, so I'm going to do the best I can. I've got these Dr. Leather wipes, so I saw these off of White Details. They look pretty good, so I'm just going to sort of clear up the rear bench as best I can, clear up these as best I can. I'll probably have to do them another day, but if I can get them sort of cleaned up and in the car, that'd be pretty decent. Also, I need to get the other seats that are in there, leather, back into the shed, so all systems go at the minute. Right, so I'll show you the difference in cleaning your seats with leather cleaner. So this is what I've just done, and as you can see, it's got a lovely sort of matte finish to it. Obviously the seats aren't in a better condition. However, if I show you one that's not been done, you should see, A, it's obviously a lot dirtier, and B, it's got more of a shine to it. So obviously with leather cleaner, it just basically opens up all the pores. The steam cleaner obviously helps open it up as well. So look, I'll show you that there. To there, it's just got that nice sort of matte finish, which is what leather should have. These are horrible seats to drive in anyway, because you sort of slip slide everywhere. This is the driver's side, so I'll give this one a bit more care of attention. That's where I'll be sitting most of the time. But yeah, you can see the difference there. It's come up absolutely brilliantly. Right, so this video is a bit all over the place in a minute, because unfortunately it's just chaos with the weather, etc. But I just want to show you what it looks like now. So little Rockstar, he's in the car, but that leather now is looking nice and clean. This is obviously the new stuff that I've swapped out and purchased. But that carpet there, look. I mean, don't get me wrong, fag burns, dirty smokers. The carpet itself looks pretty good, and I'm hoping, I mean, that's going to be covered by the seat anyway, and there's a mat to go on here, and a mat to go on here finally. I think it's safe to say it's looking pretty decent now, so I'm going to get this seat in quickly. It's just 4 bolts, nice and easy. I can't bother to film that bit, it's no point. Chuffed to bits with this in a minute, so I'll come back to you once I've got the mats in, etc. and show you what it looks like. Finally, at last, I have Fiesta mats. These are actually good work. These are the ones that lock in place here to stop them slipping forward, getting away with the pedals. I mean, to be honest, I should have just put them in. That probably would have been fine. You can't see the cigarette burns apart from here, but I should be able to do something with them. Then in the rear, I'll show you what it looks like. Again, I probably could have just got away with putting the mats in, to be honest. This car does, yeah, smells a lot better. At least the leather's all clean now, and the grubby old seats are gone. And obviously, like I say, new carpets. I do need to keep going at it on the plastics. They are a bit grubby. You see, like marks there. But in all fairness, it smells a lot better in here already. I'm going to spray some like deodorizer as well, just to make it smell a bit nicer in here. Safe to say, I really like these mats as well, because they're like sort of dark and got like the white flakes in them, so much as the outside of the car. Yeah, I didn't get ST1s or anything like that, but still need to put them trims in case you're wondering why that's missing. Right, so I thought I'd film the outro in the car, because now it's obviously looking a lot better. I thought I would show you what it looks like. It smells a lot better in here. I've sprayed some Adams deodorizer in here, so kind of when you put the aircon on, it kind of keeps going through the system and should make the car smell a lot nicer. But I'm so happy. I mean, like I said earlier, look, I probably could have got away with just buying mats. I'll still not put these in, by the way. I probably could have got away with just buying the mats to cover up all the crusty carpet, but in my head now it feels like I've sort of achieve something. So all of the old carpet's now gone and this newer carpet's in, and it is in better condition. This bit was all like rough on the old carpet. There's all dog hair in the old carpet all up here. So for me, a peace of mind, I just know it's all been done. And I mean, don't get me wrong, the car still does need loads of little bits and pieces doing to it. You're probably never happy with a car, are you? Let's be honest. Like the trims there, I don't really like. You probably think they look fine, but I mean, they're just sort of old and tatty now. So I'm just trying to sort of make things look a lot newer and fresher. Hopefully I can get a new radio, because this one is rubbish. I've said that in a few videos before, but this is actually like a terrible radio, so I want to try and look at getting one of them. I have got some new door rubbers as well, which is good. So they won't really affect the car now, but in the winter, obviously, when you haven't got your door rubbers or the door seals are not that good, then all of like the inside like condenses up quite badly. So I'm going to change those over the course of time. I'll show you how to do them. They're pretty easy, to be honest. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I know I didn't really show you exactly how to change the carpet, but I don't think there are many people out there that will probably want to change their carpet on the car. Probably just me, to be honest. However, I thought I'd document it, because obviously someone out there might want to see how you do it. It's just annoying that you have to kind of cut that middle bit, and it's just a bit awkward, but pulling it out is quite easy, and putting it back in is even easier, really. Once you know you sort of cut down that middle line up until the handbrake bit, it's pretty easy from there, really. And then, like I showed, obviously at the back, you get all these trim bits down here, just tucking it all in. And it's like, once you get your hang of it, it's pretty easy, to be honest. The most annoying thing about it all is that you use like different Torx bolts. So for the seats to come out at the back, I think they're like T45. For the seat belt bits, they're T55. For these seats, I think they're like a T40 or a T45. Anyway, if you've made it this far, thanks for watching. In the next video, I should be hopefully fitting all round new brakes and discs, and then after that I'm actually really tempted to start work on the Focus. So the Focus in there, as you can see, it's just sitting there doing nothing. Basically what I want to do on that is get the interior changed. So I've got bucket seats and everything stripped out. I'm actually going to do the reverse and take the bucket seats out, put all the old interior back in, and sort of make that more of an OEM car again. I've tried to do that with this car where possible. However, where my little boy's growing up, obviously that's going to be his car when he's older, but what I'd like to do is be able to take him out sort of on days out in the car, and we just basically can't put the car seat in there because it's just, there's no rear seats. Anyway, I've waffled on enough. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please click up here, and if you'd like to watch the last video, you can do so there. Anyway, I'll catch you in the next one.